before we get into the video, I just want to say there was a card that I did forget to include in this deck, and if it would benefit you, especially in your area, or if you just feel comfortable having it, definitely put it in there. It's the Vaporeon. That's exactly like the Jolteon and Flareon. I just wanted to throw that out there. I did forget it in this list, but this would help you out against Volcanion, which is a pretty big deck, and so that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yo, what is up, guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today, guys, I have another deck profile for you. And in this video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at Gumshoos Zoroark, which is a really random deck idea that I had. And I figured these two have some stupid synergy, and I'm going to go over the strategy for this little fun deck. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, subscribe for some more ignorant content. So starting it off, we're going to take a look at our current president from this set here. So Gumshoos GX, play a 3/3 line of it. Gumshoos has Headbutt Bounce for 100 damage, and also has the ability Search the Premises. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. So the reason why this is actually really good, because this can tell you when you need to play in, when you don't want to play in, and along with that, I play Zoroark. I'll get to that here in a second, but I do play Captivating Pokepuff in this deck, and so you can search the premises and see if your opponent has basics in their hands, so that way you can hit for some key numbers with Zoroark. And on top of that, it has Gumshoos Chance GX, base of 10, and then this attack does 50 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And of course, it is a GX attack, so you can only do it once, but you gotta think about it. 1 energy, if you're going against a lot of certain decks, that is a ton of damage. So we're going to partner this bad boy up with a Pokemon that also takes a DCE. One of my favorites, Zoroark, stand-in. Basically, it's like Rush In with Keldeo. You just make it your active. And then has Mind Jack for 10, and then 30 times, 30 plus more for each one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And so this is just kind of hitting for a lot of damage. Both of them take DCE, so I said, why not try this little stupid deck out? And the cool thing about it is when you pair these two up, they're stage 1, so they get to abuse Eevees. So, playing a Jolteon, obviously this is going to be for Yveltal. I mean, or just anything that has electric weakness. You know, you can knock the crap out of Yveltal and give it to him. This one's pretty much for Lurantis GX and Decidueye GX. You have a Flareon out with Zoroark if they don't pick it off, of course. And these two right here. These can hit for a lot of damage, especially when you counter up weakness. If your opponent has 3 bench Pokemon, that's 160 times 2. Wait.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, clap!
I did that wrong. If your opponent has 3 Pokemon, it's 100 times 2, excuse me. Dylan can't do math. And then with Headbutt Bounce, that's 200 damage. And then, of course, the GX attack also you can hit for weakness. That's pretty good. So I figured just pair these up and go from there. It's actually been pretty fun. We kind of messed around with it a little bit, and I got to test it with my buddy on Skype last night, and it seemed to work out pretty good. We also play 2 Shaymin just for setup, just for a little consistency. And that's going to do it for the Pokemon. Now to get into the supporters. For Professor Sycamore, don't really need to go too much into that. 2 in, same thing, just in here for consistency, and it's like a staple. 2 Winona, something I'm trying out because Winona is actually pretty good in this deck. Basically, you can search out your Shaymins, your Eevees, and your whole entire Donald Trump line. You can get all those out. I originally had 1, and then I cut the 2, and it's never changed it back. 2 seems to be working out pretty well. But it's kind of cool just because you can grab certain stuff out of your deck and go from there. 2 Lysandre. This is really good because these Pokemon do hit for big damage, so you can pick stuff off, and Shaymin is on the bench, or if you want to one-shot something and you have your Eevees out for weakness. I play 1 Professor Kukui, or Cookie, however you say this dude's name, and that's specifically for Gumshoos. If you attack a Decidueye and you have Flareon out, you do Headbutt Bounce for 120, which will equal up to 40. And really, if you're just short on damage or you just need to do a little extra damage, it's pretty good. Plus, you draw 2 cards. I like this a little more than Giovanni's Scheme. I think it's a little better. And then I don't play any stadiums in here, so I just said screw it. Let's play a Delinquent. Let's be a little trolly. Why not? And then our league owner just said the best thing. I don't like expanded. I don't either. 4 VS Seeker to go along with our supporters. Then of course we have 4 Ultra Ball along with 2 Level Ball. Basically the Level Ball, I want to try to get the Eevees out as soon as possible. And on top of that, you can of course grab your Zoruas and your, what is this thing called? Yungoos? I don't think I've ever said that thing's name before. Yeah, so you grab your Young G and your Eevees and such. Then you have 3 Trainers Mail. This is just so you can fetch out some stuff. And 2 Captivating Pokepuff. Now, what I was talking about before was you can use Search the Premises to take a look at your opponent's hand and kind of see what you want to do for your turn. If your opponent has a bunch of Pokemon in their hand, or just like maybe a Shaymin or 2 or something like that, just whatever, you can play Captivating Pokepuff, which will allow Mind Jack to do a little extra damage. And yeah, you never know, just a stupid idea. Next up, we have 2 Floatstone. This is in here so that way you can basically just free retreat, you know, and do all that business. 1 Escape Rope just to have a switching card. Super Rod, this will allow you to shuffle back in your Eevee line and just whatever might get knocked out. Maybe you have a Brutal Sycamore, maybe you need to Ultra Ball some stuff away. And then for the energy guys, we have 4 DCE, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 7 Dark Energy. And I just decided for Dark Energy just because whatever. I originally had a Fright Night Eevee in here, but I ended up taking it out. That is definitely an option, something you can do, but really there's no strategy behind this deck. You just attack with Zoroark and Donald Trump and you have some fun. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe for some more content, and I'll be back this week with some more deck profiles. I don't know which order this will be up, so go check my channel, see if I uploaded anything else. But you guys are all awesome. Take care, have a wonderful day, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys. It's not stopping. I don't know how to stop it. There you go. I think I took a couple of pictures.